Hi, my name is Larry Newman. Our practice concentrates focuses on the defense of DWI and DWI drugs cases. Today I want to talk to you about something. It's a little bit complicated, but I want to kind of simplify it a little bit. Why alcohol is different than most other drugs. So remember that alcohol is very predictable, and that's why it was the first substance that they started talking about in terms of monitoring and charging DWI, and then using a breath test to monitor it and being able to understand it. Alcohol is a very simple drug, and it's one of only a handful of drugs that follow what's called zero order kinetics. And what that means very simply is it gets metabolized at a set rate. For the majority of people, it's one drink per hour of time to increase or decrease in the body over the course of time, and alcohol then is completely eliminated. It's water soluble. The problem is that we don't have zero order kinetics, which is a linear, very straight line degradation or metabolization of a substance like alcohol. Instead, for most drugs like THC, we're talking about half-lives. Half-lives are very dose dependent, and we have to know specifically the dose. We need to know the metabolism. We need to know how the person's body is working on it, because then we have half of a substance over the course of time and another half of the substance over the course of time. So, in theory, you never really eliminate a drug. It takes a long time, because you always have half of a half of a half of a half of a half. And if you really think about that, it could be infinite amount of time before it's eliminated. And also, drugs are not water soluble like alcohol. They're fat soluble. They get stored in the body if they're not utilized. And that's why some people think or have, there's theories about all of this, how sometimes drugs can get stored within the body and then released at a later time period. And that's why sometimes drugs are still being excreted or eliminated over a long period of time. That's why you have THC in the body for a month or longer, because it takes a long time for it to break down completely and be eliminated by the body. It doesn't follow zero order kinetics. It follows a thing called first order kinetics. But the main thing I wanted you to get out of this video is that alcohol and drugs are totally different when it comes to being able to understand whether somebody is impaired by drugs or impaired by alcohol, because alcohol is a lot more predictable over time than a drug is over the course of time. If you have questions about your DWI case, DWI drugs case, feel free to give us a call, shoot us an email, fill out the phone or website. We'd be more than happy to discuss it with you. And thanks for watching this video.